When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to romey-mak's 2 cents, where I got my own entrance right here. That's the first time that's happened, but let me start that over again. Welcome to romey-mak's 2 cents, where I am romey-mak, and we talk about subjects and I give my 2 cents. Oh, I got a little nervous right there, but we're going to keep this show rolling. I want to thank everybody for tuning in all these weeks. And I apologize for that beginning right there. I had just little technical difficulties and kind of got a little stage fright. But this is where we're being honest. I'm honest with my folks, so I'll go ahead and let that be known. But today's show is going to start with Joe Sneaks, and also returning back from last week, Evan will be tuning in. So let me put them in right now and we get the show going. Yo, my people, everybody on?
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, you hear? I'm jacking up this morning, but we're gonna get this show rolling as always. First off, I want to dedicate this episode really. Really, why I'm stumbling across my words is because I lost my family recently last week, and I was a veteran, Army veteran. So I want to dedicate this episode to all the veterans that served, including myself and Ebony, who is currently serving right now. I want to thank all of them for their service, and anyone that and all the veterans that that were lost as well, and that have gone on and gave their lives for this country. Went through a lot this week, obviously, with the election and everything going on. But I'm still hopeful that things will get better. But I wanna ask how my co-hosts are doing, man. So Joe Sneaks, how was your week, man?
Yeah, everything been going good, man. I've been in savage mode since about 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Young and single.
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
21. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna never take that guy seriously either, man. He's Trump as far as I know. That 21 Savage is Trump as far as I know. But Ebony, how's everything going over there overseas?
Man, I'm barely getting over the hump, so you know what that means. Slow time before it's time to go home.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, you not to cut you off. I think we got a delay because overseas, but hopefully this show, makes you feel at home. I definitely want to create that type of environment for you because I know what it's like being overseas, away from your family, away from from your kid, and it's hard, but you got to put yourself in the mindset, obviously, that almost like in Dead Presidents, as he says, it doesn't exist. He doesn't think about home, until he gets back home. But that's easier said than done. But obviously, a lot been going on this week with the election. We'll touch on a little bit on that because I'm not really that into politics as I should be. So I'm gonna speak on something that I really don't know. But it's interesting, I'll be honest with everybody that I did not foresee this actually coming into reality. I honestly felt like it was a ploy just to ensure, Hillary into office because their families are connected in some way, shape, or form in business. But here they are. Here he is rather. And it's opened up a lot of eyes, and people are seeing what's been going on for really generations. The generations of what about the hateful things that have been seen online, and it's new for some people, but for those that come from I would say our community have seen this type of hatred from years before.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things that just come to the forefront. And it said, I believe Will Smith said, to quote him, he said, racism isn't new. It's not a new thing. It's just being recorded. You know what I mean? As far as like all the hatred that we're seeing. But like I posted, through my social media websites, man. I'm like, I don't care what race you are. Don't let them divide us. It's bigger than Trump. It's bigger than Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear black people saying, "No, forget that. I ain't messing with the white people that voted for Trump." And that's the view. I mean, they got their views for why they wanted to vote. Fine, just like anybody black had their views for voting for Obama that they might have disagreed. So how would we feel? You know what I'm saying? If they didn't want to rock with us because we voted for Obama. I'm not making excuses for Trump. Don't get me wrong. I'm in no way, shape, or form behind what the malarkey that's been happening, in our society and what he's hyped up. And I hope we figure out what I really do hope that these protests bring something out of it. As far as the type of person that we got running the country. I mean, everybody has their reason for voting and their role with that, but it's just. I honestly don't see how anyone can really, be behind something, like that until. I mean, there might be one aspect or something like that because Trump is, I would say Trump is good at business. That's what he does. But as far as like the stuff he said out of his mouth and the things that go on with him, it's wild to me, man. That he's even. Yeah, he's president. You know what I'm saying? Like normally, when a presidential elect gets one thing on them, that like erases them. Like, what's the? I wish I could remember the black guy that was running for president. He was a Republican, and he was in charge of I don't know. I think he owned like a pizza company or something like that. And they found out that he had like women on the side or something like that, and you never heard from him again. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy here. Yeah. I wish I could remember his name. We'll figure it out later. But I mean, this dude here, we've seen his wife in Playboy pics. We've, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not gonna get bashed. I'm not gonna have this. It's not gonna be a Trump bashing episode or anything like that. But it's interesting to me. I'm just speaking my mind to my audience as far as to our audience. Excuse me. As far as how they, how this turned out, man, I'm a bit taken back by it all, but we all know God's got it under control, and God gave us wisdom, so we got to use it. So that doesn't mean sit around and wait, my people, sit around and wait for things to happen. We have to actually, we got to actually do something. Myself included. Well, we have to do in some way. Hopefully, this platform can be a voice. So anybody listening to the show, if you want to come up here and say something, how you feel about things, if you have the ability to make things change, this is definitely a platform that you can use. I welcome anybody to call in and and just say things that they can do. So technically, me, Joe, and Ebony are somewhat doing our part right now, but we're going to discuss these things. But let's get into well, I guess what we touched on last week to get away from this Trump stuff. We may speak about it later on, but we're gonna get into something else. So last week we talked about the difference between boys, girls, and men and women, and we're gonna touch back into that. You guys got anything you might want to add to that before I go into detail what I have to say?
No, I'm interested in hearing what you got to say, bro.
All right. Let's see how I wanted to do this. Okay, so pretty much, I had a conversation with family last week. I was discussing about, I went to my uncle's retirement. 24 years in the Air Force. So thank you so much, for your service, man. 24 years. That's a long time. Man. I love you very much, man. I want you to know that if I ever get to hear this, anyone from the family gets to hear this, we definitely appreciate, my uncle for everything he's done for the military, and anyone else in the family that may have done something for the military. So let's make that known, whether you were a spouse or whether you were actually served. But we had this discussion, and I mentioned that basically that when it comes to like, it's a lot of pressure on the female, but it must be known and understood that the female makes the rules in dating. You know what I'm saying? Before it starts at dating, you control what you allow to happen in your relationship. You decide what's permissible and what's not permissible. And if you don't understand that, then you've already lost. You've already lost from the beginning, because you're not going to tell a guy that that, oh no, I'm not going to do that when you dealt with it, for like the first 3 months or whatever. If you were cool with a guy asking for your car in the beginning, don't try to switch it up when someone tries to school you and say, hey, you shouldn't be asking for my car like all the time. I mean, there's situations where my car might be in the shop, and then we got to run and do something that's of importance. But I'm talking about like using the car to go down and get a pack of cigarettes from Food Lion type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Trifling type stuff.
Yeah, like that. So I need my ladies to understand that we only do what you allow, and that's not to piggyback off of or what Steve Harvey said, and what Think Like a Man. But it is true that you definitely do make the rules in a relationship. So you decide what type of relationship that you want to have. If you want the obviously the things that you and the things that you desire, to in the way you want to be treated, that you control that from the beginning. So, if you were, if you were like cool with all the, the females when you guys were, together, and then this guy continuously does what he does, and then you get upset later on, like, well, you was cool with that from the beginning. You gotta cut that shit short, real quick. And only you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, that's all insecurities what that guy is going through anyway with the multiple females. That's a young boy's game. Somehow or another, we're taught, and I don't know, make as many girls as we can. It is as you get older, man. You realize that all that stuff is just that's for the birds, because you definitely want that one person. And everybody wants to be in its own way. A female wants to feel secure, know that she's loved, she's taken care of. And a man wants, that type of security, knowing that woman's going to be loyal to him. But what sense does it make for a woman to be loyal to somebody that's, really not being, loyal to them? So it's just something we all got to learn as we get older. When we're not taught these things as a young pup, you know what I mean? You're gonna grow out, that for itself. But that was my little bit that I had to touch on about the boys, girls, and then men and women. But let's talk about something else here. I'm definitely guilty of this. I did this a lot in my I want to say starting in at like 18, 19 years old, and started with MySpace. But this is online dating. And I don't know if you guys have ventured into this, like when we were younger, but there's it's pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like the online dating experiences that I've gone through. I can only speak on me. I'll give a scenario where I think I was 18, 19. No, I was military, Air Force days, and like normally, I back then at this time, I would talk to females that someone I went to school with, and how you're used to you keep in your mind how that person looked when you were in high school, and pictures can be misleading as well. So you get on, you talk to them on MySpace and whatnot, and then you actually go to meet them in person, and they look nothing like what you remembered and was showing on MySpace. It was like, it was almost like Smokey with Janet Jackson and then Freddie Jackson. But that's nothing. That's not a play I mean, what I mean by that is just the person didn't look how they were. I mean, that's not a play against like big girls or anything, because definitely big girls are beautiful. All women are beautiful, you know, in different sides. But it's just interesting how you were misleading that. So you're basically, what that means to me is that you were ashamed of who you actually were. So you pretended to be somebody else in hopes that would hold on to that idea until until you know, that's just one funny aspect of you know, the online dating. But I'd love to hear you know, what you got. I definitely want to know in online dating stories that you got for us.
I'm definitely a DM jumper, yo. I don't mind. Definitely don't mind jumping in nobody's DM, yo.
Dude, it going down the DM.
I've been, real talk. It actually does, man. I've been on a couple dates, yo, with girls, local girls, yo. That not a weird situation, but you know, cause you kind of know them already. But so I ain't never really had a bad experience. But you know, not nothing like, you know what I'm saying, Freddie Jackson, Janet Jackson thing, you know.
Yeah. So what you got, Ebony? What online dating stories you got? I know you got some.
No, I would never.
Never do that. Too shy.
Hell
huh?
no.
Oh, to the hell to the
no.
No.
I would never. No. Like, I don't know what kind of guy. Why would I know? Like crazy dude. No.
I'll tell you what. I'll be honest with you. You know, at first it was cool. I mean, you got in the mood of doing that stuff when you were like in the middle. At least for me, you know, being in the military, my dorms was right next to the library. We had no internet in those dorms at Hurlburt Field. You know, shout out to Hurlburt Field and everybody that was there with me during Hurlburt Field. We had no internet in the dorms, so I would go to the library, and I was just telling my lady this story. It's a funny story. Anyway, I would go to the library, and I get on MySpace, man. I'd be in there for hours on end, just searching, you know, the database for females in the area. You know, you're young, hormones is raising or whatever, so you're just trying to rap and whatnot. I just recently gotten out of a relationship at the time, so it definitely was open season to see what was going down with local talent. You know what I'm saying? But it was interesting. Met a few good people through that ways. You know, some of them that I'm still, you know, we're still friends. That's it. You know, obviously through the internet, nothing in person. You know, but it was interesting meeting those different personalities, man. I mean, I'm talking about from MySpace. I mean, Black Planet, even Facebook. Yeah, Facebook actually reconnect. It was a reconnection with me for somebody from high school. We ended up being together, but that didn't work. That didn't work out in our favor. You know, we had differences, but hey, you know, as to say, that's not to say that online dating doesn't work, but it just didn't work out in my favor. You know, for a lot of folks that are pretty busy with their lives and they don't have time to go out and actually. I would say do the work like the traditional form. You know, you go out, you meet somebody, maybe like at a nightclub or at a lounge, and just say, hey, how you doing? And you guys recognize you got similar interests, and then you go on a date, see how it works. But for online dating, you know, what it does is it allows people to see, you know, I mean, because you got to give out a list of things that you're supposed to give the truth. You know what I'm saying? But you can be anybody you want. Online, typically, but
I'm behind doors.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a lot of those. That catfish crap? A lot of people getting catfish. Fortunately, that never happened to me. At least not with where a guy thinks he's talking to like a shorty, and it turns out to be a dude. You know, that's your catfish.
Hello, my name is Raymond.
Exactly. You know what I mean? One of those things. Yeah. But online dating, for obviously I'm not for it anymore. You know, I'm done with that lifestyle. I've evolved. from that as far as the things that I used to do with online dating. It wasn't like I didn't have the courage. Like a lot of guys that don't have the courage to say go up to a female, online dating better suits you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of females that don't have, they're a little too shy to have a guy really come up to them, wouldn't know what to say. They kind of like, you get that internet courage, rather. That's what they're like. Oh, yeah, internet courage, or for people that can actually talk and you can see what a person is saying, because everything is documented. I don't care what it is, everything is documented. You send a text, you send a message, documentation.
Chris Hansen gonna show it to you.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Pull up that script. I'm like, oh no, you talking to a 16-year-old? No, man. She was 22. She says clearly right here. She says clearly right here. She just got it. Yeah, she just got out of the class. That's those things are funny, man. But let's see what else is going on. Apparently this week, marijuana use is legal in some places. Recreational marijuana use, man. Yeah. What do you got to think about that?
Yeah, bring it to Virginia.
Yeah.
Wait,
well, no, it's only so much evidence they being in the military, but but it's.
I gotta send my mom to smoke a little something,
Yeah, the calm there. Oh man. Well, with that being said, obviously, with getting back to the election happening this week, I want to ask you guys something. It could be, you guys can be funny about it, you can be serious, but if you were President Obama, what would you want to do before leaving office? And I'm gonna start with you, Joe.
Probably take put a whole lot of black leather gloves around the the power fist gloves. stickers everywhere, yo. I put them everywhere, random places where you gotta look at it, like the side of the toilet stool when you look down. It's just like it's gonna be there. Like you look up at the bed, you lay on the back of your bed, they on the ceiling and everything. Yep, sure will. Did you see his face yesterday? He looked like he wanted to curb the hell out of Donald Trump, yo. Nah, son, my lease ain't up yet. Get the hell out of my house, yo.
Yeah, man, it's serious, man. He's there, But Evan, what if you're President Obama, what would you want to do before leaving office?
Well, what would I do? And there's a lot of things that I would do. Let's see. I'll probably put pictures of myself all over the place and just see where you just see my face everywhere you go. Like you said, stickers. I like that idea. Put my face just everywhere around the White House, just all over the place. Yeah. Then I get my dog and let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think for me, if I'm President Obama, man, I'm leaving the White House soon. I'm trying to cause as much havoc as I can with the people that don't like me there anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. Whatever. I mean, I would irritate everybody. You know what I mean? It's, you got that. Yeah, you got that short. You got that short man syndrome right there. You don't got short time frame left. Why not? Just have fun, man. Have fun with it.
Might as well.
I'd steal something out the White House too.
I would say whatever I want to say. I would definitely go at Trump. Trump said a lot of things about Obama. So I would just say whatever I want to say about
White House.
About Trump.
Out the White House.
Yeah, I would definitely say whatever I wanted to say about Trump. I would criticize, I criticize that, what is it, that toupee he likes to wear. I talk about his suits. I talk about,
That joker got an orange cake face.
Guys, Send
Like
Fox
orange cake.
Send Fox News
Right.
and then into a media frenzy.
I can't say nothing negative, so that's all.
Yeah, exactly. You respect. Yeah, you got to respect to your commander in chief. I paid the price. We did 4 years. I'll do it for you. I can do it now. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with
I'll
that.
do it for you.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I would definitely do that for you. But and with all that being said, as far as this week has gone, I want to ask the question to you guys. And Ebony, being that you're still in the military, and I want to know what this election has taught you and taught the people of this nation, and as far as going forward, what do you feel like it's taught you?
Hasn't taught much. Not much has changed. I mean, people are still divided over things. Not much has changed. I'm hoping that going forward that it will bring a lot of people together, not just black people, but everybody together. Because, there's a lot of different issues that were brought up during the election. It wasn't just about black people. It was about gays and, people of different religions and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to bring everybody together, and not just the brown and the white or black and the white separate. You know what I mean? So hopefully, and most people lie anyway when they're doing the election, so hopefully he just made all that up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something to get a reaction out of folks, and maybe that will help bring them together. I don't know.
All right, Joe. What's your take on the subject?
Yeah, man. Like she said, I hope it bring everybody together, and I hope we get more involved in like local elections and local state elections and stuff like that. Because 9 times out of 10, nobody ever pays attention to those elections and stuff like that. And I think we got to get more involved in politics because it's clear, man. The nation is clearly divided, yo. It's sad. It's actually sad because people. It's funny you walked that man. That Wednesday morning was dreary, rainy, and it was just sad, yo. And conversations were short with people at work. You looking at somebody like, who we vote for? Who did they vote for? And really honestly, it didn't matter who you voted for at the end of the day because the person that they wanted in there was going to get in there regardless. Just because people are gassed up off of lies anyway. Somebody, like when guys lie about sleeping with a certain girl, people get gassed up off of that. Donald Trump just in a high position where he got gassed all the way into the White House, and the shit is reality, yo. He is the president of the United States, yo. And I mean, the joke's on them, yo. Republicans is mad, like they're mad about it, But hey, they nominated the man.
Yep. They got the bed they slept in.
Tie your own noose. Hey, kick the chair from under you too. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, what I feel like taught America is that that there are people that there's some the way I described this election, it was the silent Trump supporters versus the Trump haters. And the silent Trump
colors.
You know what I'm saying? So the silent Trump supporters, were numerous. They grew numerous. So obviously, there's certain people that feel a certain way about America and the people in it, which says a lot, And that's why I said, let's not let this situation divide us even more than we already are, because we definitely have to come together, all colors. As I mentioned before, in order for things to get better in the black community, it's going to take people from other communities to really speak up against these harsh things. Really, the white community. You know what I'm saying? Because it is, it's not just white cops. Black cops are shooting black kids too. Black kids, black people, people in general. So it's going to take people from that community to really speak up and say, hey, You know what I'm saying? Like this is wrong. This is totally wrong. This is not what not what I stand for. Being an American, and hopefully we move better with that. I was watching a clip of with Ernie Johnson. Someone that posted on Facebook about he was speaking about the election, and he was speaking on giving Trump, at least giving Trump a chance. At least that's what we can. Because I mean, we serve the one on the throne, and I agree. I agree with him too. I agree with them on that. God will never leave us nor forsake us. Never put us in a situation that we're not able to handle. So we definitely want to stay strong and stay strong in faith, but also have the wisdom from our faith in God that we can get things done. A lot of people like to think, just like to stay idle and like, oh, it's okay. God got it under control. He gonna deal with it. God gonna give you the wisdom to get up and get your ass out there and do something. So
yeah, you have.
That's just what it is. I don't. Everybody can play the role. Everybody don't have to do the same thing. You can do everyone can do their part in different ways. Like for instance, with us, with the show, there's a platform where people can, just talk. Obviously talk about that, or have people on here that are in positions to where they can do stuff even more, and they can get that message out through here. So, like we said, earlier, definitely, anyone wants to be on the show and discuss, different things like such, then you're more than welcome to come up here. We love to have you on. We love a great conversation, and hopefully everybody's been loving what they've been doing previous weeks. It's been a real good time. I love having my brother Joe on. I love having my sister Ebony. Me and Ebony got a lot of since it is Veterans Day, we got a lot of Air Force Day stories that we can share about our times at at Hurlburt Field together with her husband, which is like one of my best friends, Jeffrey. So one day he'll be on the show, and I'll definitely have to have a censor button because he will drop. He's going to drop a couple of F-bombs and all that. But that's my dude. Yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah. But I'm glad that. But in all seriousness, I'm thankful that God gave me the knowledge to be able to create something like this, and hopefully that it creates an avenue for all of us. Being like to do this because a lot of people won't come up here because they're shy. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid they're going to make a mistake. Look what I did this morning. You know what I mean? I messed up my own entrance, to the show. But, we're still rocking. That's what we do. This is what we're about. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes. I saw a meme one time this week. It said mistakes mean that you're trying. So we're going to continue to push forward and do what we do, man. I love being able to come. I look forward to every week, obviously talking to Joe. We talk about this off the air. We look forward to, doing the show. It gives me a chance to really talk to Ebony, with her being overseas right now, fighting for our freedoms, keeping us out of bondage, and at least from that standpoint. But it definitely is a pleasure to have you guys here on the show, man. I don't think I can say thank you enough for helping me do this, because the consistency is so hard. That's the hardest part, is being consistent with getting everybody else to come on the show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So I appreciate it, and I love you guys. For that. You know what I'm saying?
No problem, bro.
Yeah.
No problem, man. I got you.
Yeah. Let me see what else we want to get into. Okay, let's talk about some music stuff, man. I don't know about you guys, but listen to the radio. When was the last time you heard like a legitimate R&B song played on the radio? I don't care if it's like.
The other day I was just
July. Shoot. Probably,
it's not.
Hello?
Yeah, we still here.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I ain't heard no really fresh R&B. They got the young dude Bryson Tiller. That's kind of dope. But everything else is falling off. Chris Brown, he getting skinny and skinny. He gonna disappear. He gonna disappear. he one dance move away from the grave, yo.
Yeah. And Skin T, man, he on it's like real Michael Jackson, like, man. I'm trying to think of what's that Christmas movie? What the heck is that Christmas Halloween movie or whatever? I'm trying to think of it.
Are you talking about
the Tim Burton joint?
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, Nightmare. Yeah, he is turning into Jack, man. He turned into Jack on the Nightmare Before Christmas.
I told you.
More Skin T, man.
Pop locking his arm out of socket and everything.
Yeah, everything, man. We don't know what's going on, man. But on a serious note, man, I don't know what the powers that be in charge of these record labels are doing. I guess they feel like hip hop has to be a part of every damn R&B song, man. We just want a typical slow jam, man. Because I really don't know what kids would listen to at the prom. I've had this conversation at work all the time. Like, what? Like, you got that last song going out to that special lady, and then 21 Savage come on. Now, what the hell is going on?
They have it.
Hold on.
Or this Fetty Wap Trap Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or come my way or whatever. That those like rappers want to be singers and singers want to be rappers. What do we? I don't know how far we've gone. I mean, the furthest we had with I want to say with a singer doing rapping was probably Usher's little line in My Way, that he rapped for like an 8-bar. That was about it. With Jermaine Dupri, his timid ass voice doing ad lib. Yeah, y'all know what he did. So deaf. Just wilding out like that, man. But seriously, man, we need that. We need your artists, man. I don't care if it's independent. You can come. Hell, you come up here, man. Sing for the people, man. I definitely I'll open that up. I'll open that invitation up. Anybody listening that does like traditional R&B, female, male, just come up here and sing so we can hear. Can hear that. We definitely need that. What's really lacking is love, man. We don't do much about love anymore. At least we don't hear on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely want to hear that, that traditional form of R&B. I'm a big fan of the New Edition. You know what I'm saying? New Edition, like the Can You Stand the Rain just does it for me every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Throwback Tevin Campbell and
that baby making
Babyface, or was it Tony Terry with you? I mean, we can go on for days.
LSG.
Or
Babyface and Tony Braxton.
Definitely.
Out.
With whiny Keith Sweat, you gotta have it. I wanna yeah. Got to have that, man. Got Hungry Gerald Levert, God rest his soul, on the record, just doing it up, man.
Yep.
And of course, Johnny. Of course, Johnny screaming.
Right.
Johnny was the only kid in the choir.
He hit that high note, his eyes go cross.
Yeah, man. But honestly, man, I really felt like Chris was gonna change. I really felt like Chris was gonna have that, and then they threw that. I don't say they threw it, but we don't know what the situation is. Obviously, Rihanna looked, she looked like she watched the tape on the ring.
How did you defeat him so he could take that?
That happened.
Like she watched the tape on the ring.
Yeah. She did, man. Like she watched the tape on the ring. And I'm not making fun of, obviously, the domestic violence or anything. I'm not an advocate for that. But I'm just saying in the situation that, there's nothing funny seriously about Chris Brown beating up a female. But that situation alone kind of like halted his growth. You know what I'm saying? In the music, from the music standpoint, you know what I mean? Like he was the closest, man. He really was. I was really honestly behind that, man. And then that situation happened, and then forget it. He pulled like what LeBron tried to do his first year in Miami. He's like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna embrace this. I'm gonna be a badass and all this other shit, you know. But you came up short, just like LeBron came up short, and then you gotta be yourself. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be the person that we saw when you first came on. Be yourself, bro. If that's you, that's you. Be you. That's all. So I mean, Chris, Chris, man. We need more than the slow jams, man. We need some. That's what I would like. I would definitely love like some slow jam, like, you know, to give us that variety. And where the hell are the bands too, man? What the hell are the R&B bands? I don't know, but maybe it's just the time change, the evolution. But we could use some R&B groups right now, or even funk bands. You know what I'm saying? Something to play at, you know, the football games. You know, we used to live for that, man. Still, I'm pretty sure up there in Virginia. I mean, it's not really. I don't see it down here, at least in the area where I am. But back home, man, we love Battle of the Bands. You know what I'm saying? Love halftime. You know. Our football team might not have been that great, but we love, you know, we look forward to that halftime show for sure.
Exactly.
It was awesome. I'll never forget being at Nansman, and the first time I heard the band, when the band was rocking and they played "Stairway to Heaven" by the OJs. Man, that changed me forever as far as, like, you know, the true musicianship. Man, I love the way the horns hit. Everything, man. It was great. It was good. It was good times, man. Good times. And that music. Hopefully, we can get back. You know, we can get back to all of that. Let me see what are you guys listening to nowadays.
DC4, Miguel joint, Trapper Die 3. I listened to 1992, man. That I like that.
I actually heard I heard Joe Budden's joint, man. Raging Machine, I believe is the name of the album. It's actually good, man. Joe Budden's he's so slept on, but he's like he's emotional, man. He's like Wale in interviews. You know, he's like real emotional, man. Real light. What Charlemagne would say, light skin tendencies. You know. Yeah.
You ain't qualified. Yeah. You ain't qualified to ask that.
No, man, that dude's funny, bro. That's funny. Joe Budden be walking out of interviews when they ask him questions about his, you know, domestic violence again with what's the girl Tahiri. They ask him about that. He walking out of interviews, you know, just when you did what you did, you gotta stay for it, man. It's just like you obviously see something going on there. Yeah. But also this week. Also this week we had a Monday Night Football incident. I didn't get to watch the game, but, you know, obviously it's been talked about in the sports world all this week. But like apparently it was like the the Bills were kicking a field goal, and Richard Sherman, you know what I mean, he got called for offsides, but he then ran into the kicker, and he wasn't called for roughing the kicker or anything like that. But they had already called offsides, so they weren't going to call, you know, roughing the kicker. But what's interesting enough is that the kicker's wife goes on Twitter, and she says that when a male gets, in so many words, I don't have it quoting, you know, but that you, Joe?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah, okay. Get back to it. Man, the barnyard, for real. We talking about to get into the barnyard. You out there feeding cows or some shit going on. But, we got so the kicker's wife goes on Twitter basically and says that, you know, he basically calls Richard Sherman an animal, and is like, we got something that we do to male animals when they act out of control and stuff like that. So that's we're taking it a little too far. You know, I really feel like we're taking it just a little too far with our quotes, and I feel like it's only going to get worse. Honestly, I feel like the Trump has opened that door to say you have the freedom. For some people, have the freedom to say whatever the fuck they want to say, and we're definitely gonna bring that to Well, you say that to the right. Say it to the right person. That's all. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Say it to the right person. Have your internet courage.
People definitely grew next Tuesday.
Yeah. Yep. They got a new pair of nuts, man. You feel like you can say what you want to say, keep it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Just say it to the right person. You know. People smart. They know who they. I mean, they can hide behind. People that in person are definitely different than who they are online. We know that, and that's in every community. You know what I'm saying? But specifically for this purpose, these guys that feel like, you're taking back America and all America's gonna be great again and all that other shit. Okay, I'll tell you what. Just do it to the right person. That's my advice. Do it to the right person. That's all. That's the only thing I can say.
Taking back America.
You want to be ignorant? I promise you, the chances are the person that you're saying it to is a little bit more ignorant than you, so they ain't got nothing to lose. So keep on playing that game if you want to. That's all I'm gonna say. Play that game on you, man. Just treat everybody. Everybody just needs to treat each other. I say with respect. Respect is earned, obviously, but you gotta be cordial with people. Don't look for something. And my people, we are approached like this. Do your damnness not to fall for that shit. That's what I will say. But everybody ain't got the same amount of patience, so you will feel the wrath of somebody. You know what I mean? Something bad can happen from this, but as much as we can, we gotta look forward to better days, man. Better days ahead. And come together. Come together is all I ask. All I ask you to do. You know what I mean? We all gotta live here. We all gotta live here in this nation, man. So and you can sit and argue. I mean, it's just the people that you're arguing with are not even your problem. There's people big as the people over that's watching it. They're sitting there at the top and watching us scatter and scatter each other and kill each other off. And I'm like, I'm still gonna get paid. That's the one you need to be worried about. You need to fuck with somebody's money. Once you fuck with somebody's money, then you can get things done. That's what it is. Name of the game is money. Money. Yeah.
More money. Money.
Most definitely. So Wade came back to Miami last night, man. Wade's playing for my squad now. Chi-Town. From what I saw on the highlights, he had a pretty decent game. Good to see him back in the city. The city embraced him. A lot better than LeBron than how LeBron was on his first trip back to Cleveland. Cleveland felt betrayed, and then years later, here they are. Cheering them, still cheering them on. But that's fake love, whatever. I mean, but it's sports. It's sports, man. That's just how.
LeBron for president 2020.
Whatever.
Really?
If this cat can do it, then definitely Kanye can do it. That's all I'm saying. That's one aspect. That's one thing that can be taken from this is that Kanye can definitely run for president. If we got this Kwan's on, we're definitely gonna have. Kanye definitely has a shot. You can say what you want to say about. I mean, as much as they bashed Trump's wife, Kanye ain't got nothing to worry about with Kim, man, because they done said everything under the sun about Kim.
Yep, that's true.
Let me tell you, it's fun. It's so funny to hear females talk about Kim Kardashian. She's so fake. She's so this. She's so that. Name what female don't wear. Do females wear fake nails? Do females wear fake hair? Do females wear makeup? Do females wear makeup? That's not what your face really look like. So
I could talk about them. Everything on me is real.
It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, you can talk about them all. You talk about Kardashians all you want. Don't give them that energy. That's why. Seriously, that's why we're in a situation with Trump. because everybody kept talking about him, man. Just act like he don't.
That gas, man.
All that petroleum, all that Chevron, gas, that Texaco, that Wawa.
That's all.
BP.
That BP. That who else out there, man? Racetrack. All the gas stations that gas up Donald Trump, and he's where he is, man. Electoral college, you got the votes. You know, hey,
they still got their chance to do it, don't they?
It's amazing, man, the impact he's had. Though, I guess 100,000 people showed up in New York to protest. That's wild, man. That's powerful, man. You know what I'm saying?
Very
and
powerful.
we have to use, as a nation, we got to use that power into fighting all this up, and a lot of other things, man. That's really, that's killing our nation, man. Because what's really scary is that, yes, he's going to be the president. He's going to be the commander in chief, and everything he said in regards to police brutality and taking out black people. I honestly feel like he said all those things to get to office. I don't really think he feels that. That's just me. I don't know him personally. We don't know him personally, but I don't know how you can literally sit there and say something like that and think that you're going to get into office without no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? That's my theory on it. But I guess we'll find out in the coming years. I definitely will stay protecting my family. From anything that can come of this, but what we gonna do, man? This is life. This is life,
January 17th.
It's gonna be serious. It's gonna be serious, man. So serious, and they talk about staying on the subject of sports. What is it? You know how like the sports teams go to the White House? It says some people going to boycott. Possible boycotts of going to the White House because Trump is president. That would be something, man.
Oh, really?
That would be interesting.
I know if the Warriors win, they not going. He cares not about that.
That would be interesting to see. If folks would decline going to the White House because Trump is in the White House. But,
I'm sure they'll get threatened with something. Go, you getting paid or fined or something. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh man.
Matter of fact, the Cubs talking about coming before Obama leaves.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can, man. I mean, it makes you. Every the situation is like this that make you appreciate the presidents before to some degree. Yep. It's like, man, in one meme, I saw a meme yesterday with George Bush. He said, "You thought I was an idiot."
I know, right?
I know,
right? Look at George, man, like that.
I have no idea what we're doing. I have no, whatever. Hey, this is what's happening, and now. If everybody's talking about staying awake and being alert to whatever thing, Trump gave everybody's ass a wake up call. I don't care who you are. He gave everyone a wake up call. And I feel I was looking. I say I knew who was going to be for presidency because that's above my pay grade as far as deciding who that what that is. But was it Hillary? Yeah, Hillary was going to. That was it. She would have made it possible. Let's give something for young girls. I got a little girl, and I've been interested to see that first female president. But just something about it, it just didn't feel like that time. Like I was talking to a girl about it, and when we were at the hockey game yesterday, and I said when Obama was. When the night before Obama got elected, you could feel it. Like everything leading up, it just felt like some things were about to change, But with this thing, with Hillary being the first female president, it just didn't feel like that change was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know, that aura or whatever. You just didn't feel it. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Hillary could still later on. I don't know how old she is, but you know, maybe there's still time later on for her to become the first female president, or to spark the mind that can become the first female president. You know, so that's all. I mean, I think that's the good part of it. You know, that you know, young ladies, you know, like my daughter is able to see, okay, I can run for presidency. You know, so hopefully some good comes of that. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Obviously, this is more so directed towards Joe as you're in the overseas, Ebony. But Joe, what's it look like for Turkey Day for you, man?
Going to the big house. Everybody coming down from Maryland. Everybody coming from Norfolk. Celebrate Thanksgiving. My mom's birthday falls on that day this year, so
awesome.
Try to definitely do something for her that morning before all the family down here, and have a good time, man. Get some of them collard greens.
Yeah, make sure the potato salad done right. You got to make sure the potato salad done right. It's gonna sit there.
That's right.
Nobody
Who
gonna
made the potato? I still ain't seen that movie, man. I still ain't seen that movie.
Nobody's gonna touch that potato salad or that macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese got to have enough grease in it. You got to have enough of that grease.
The top got to be burnt.
Yes.
You got to have them edges. You got to have the macaroni and cheese edges.
Yep.
I'm yet to have like a tender turkey meat. You know what I'm saying? Like tender turkey meat. It's somehow always come out rough.
You gotta have that fried. They gotta fry it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even better. Deep fry it.
Yeah,
that's much better. That's where it's at right there.
Man, that's amazing. Amazing, man. Love.
It's always fire. You have to have Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, it's always great when the family, you know, can come together. Everybody, you know, got their jokes and all that stuff. Everybody got their own sense of humor. At least for my family, man. I love my family, dude. You know, the matriarch of my family, man. She's hilarious. You know, I love my grandma to death, man. Yeah, but being that it is, you know, we got 2 minutes left in the show. Being that it is Veterans Day, man, I want to give a chance for you guys to, you know, just give you shout outs to whoever, you know, that served or, you know, is serving. But I'm gonna start with you, Ebony. Give me a shout outs as far as Veterans Day goes.
All right, I'll give a shout out to my dad, my brother, my husband. You know, happy Veterans Day to them. I got too many people to name. Yeah, I'm military brat, so everybody. Everybody. They know who they are.
Yeah. All right, Joe. What about you, man?
Yeah, man. Just shout out to all the veterans out there, and definitely one of my youngest nephews, and is in the Army, stationed in Georgia. So definitely a big shout out to him. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, I want to dedicate this episode to my uncle, Robert Ellaby, who did pass last week. I got the news while we were actually doing the show, man. My Uncle Vaughn, had wrote everybody on Facebook about it, and I definitely kept my composure, man. Let me tell you a little backdrop about my uncle. He took me into his home when I moved to North Carolina a couple of years ago, and just treated me like I was his own, man. You know, until I got on my feet with the new job I just had. You know, looked out for me. So definitely want to dedicate this to him. I love you, Unc, man. I know you're in a place. Also, my childhood friend, Mac Hughes, man, you know, who we lost, last year, man. He was serving in the Navy, and obviously his life was cut cut short. So we want to dedicate that to him and his family, who also did serve in the Navy, a Def Navy family. So, you know, I want to let them know that they are appreciated. I'm thankful for the time spent, you know, growing up with them. And, you know, what we want to say is that we love you, and we're going to continue to keep this thing going for you. Also, another one of our fallen members from high school, Charles Strong, who was killed in action I'm gonna say 2 years ago, man. Yeah, I think it was either 1 or 2 years ago. Charles Strong, man, he went to school with us, Joe, and I believe he was a Marine, man. So definitely thankful for his service and him giving his life for his freedom. So you're gone but not forgotten, man. So I just want to say thank you to all the veterans, including myself, that served. And hopefully this episode, you know, inspires you to listen to more episodes. But that's all we got here. From me, Joe, and Ebony. We out. Take care.
Peace.